We don't have a mail again. We don't have a mail yet. My last PO box, or not PO box, my last mail to address was James's work and he got laid off. So there's nowhere to send mail to anymore. But hello everyone. I am going to try to get this painted before ReaperCon / while at ReaperCon. So hopefully we can do that. This is a Moonlight Minis. Twala the Owlkin Rogue. I still think mail is still funny. It is funny. It is. You are right. It is pretty funny. I also have this one that I thought was really cool. I don't think there is a company to this one. I think it's just a random mini, but I don't think it's from a specific company. If it is from a specific company, I have no idea. Why are you only streaming on my game days? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I stress myself out, so I don't stream when I should. But it seems like you have more game days than not game days. I do want to see if I can get primer on this, even though it's just going to be great. Ah! Oh, only on Sunday? Well, I don't know what to say. Sunday is the day that I do the least amount of stuff, which means that I can actually stream without feeling too terribly guilty. I got this mini from Reaper a couple of years ago from ReaperCon. Um, it was one of those 3D printing booths. And I just really liked it. I thought it was a very cool looking mini. So we're gonna throw some primer on it. And then we're gonna work on the Owlkin. And we'll see what we can get done. I don't know if we'll have anything done. I took Tuesday off, though. So hopefully I can spend some time on Tuesday painting as well. I took Tuesday off to try to give myself a little bit of extra time not having to think about work stuff. So we'll see. You're taking a break from your game? Aw, that's very sweet. I was thinking of starting up Baldur's Gate 3 again and doing a solo run and playing that on stream. So y'all can watch how much I fail at games. I think that would be fun. There's apparently some mods that like add in other spells and stuff too. Other 5th edition spells, which I think would be neat to try. Lots of nice detail and textures. Yeah, it's a really good looking mini. Like you can see the fur on it. And it's got leaves on the it's like mane. It has like leaves on it. So I feel like it could be a really nice mini to paint. I don't know if I have enough time to get it all painted up to submit to ReaperCon, but I figured I should try. And then the Owlkin is actually the one that I picked because she created a couple of different ones. but the one I decided to paint is my favorite kind of owl, which is a barn owl. It's hard to see its face right now because it's black, so it all just looks the same. But it's a barn owl, and barn owls are my favorite kind of owl, so I figured that would be the one that I would try to paint. Yeah, ruins on animals is always fun. And the funny thing is, I went to lunch with one of my old coworkers because she's up here right now in the Seattle area, and we were chatting, and I was telling her about this mini, and as I was explaining it to her because I didn't have any pictures of it, she was and telling her how I wanted to paint it, she was basically like, "Oh, so like the Proudhorn Sernuk from Palia, the game that we both worked on." And I was like, I didn't even think about it, but yeah, that's exactly like the colors that I was thinking about painting it. I'm thinking of painting it like a beige with white and then like glowy blue for the rune. And then she was just like, yeah, she's like, that's exactly the colors of the Proudhorn Sernuk from Palia. And I was like, oh my god, I must have like subconsciously thought about it because it's literally a magical stag with crazy antlers, and those are the exact colors that it is. So I must have subconsciously just been like, I'm gonna do that. Which is too funny. Since you paint, do you also know how to do the official painter hairstyle of a bun with pencils or paintbrushes? I used to put my hair up with a chopstick, so yes, I think I could. I've never done it with a paintbrush, but I don't imagine it's much harder than with a chopstick. Give me 1 second. All right, I think it's mostly primed. Okay. Here. Paintbrush. My hair's very long too, so it's a little bit harder with hair as long as mine. My hair did not used to be this long when I was younger, when I used to actually do this. But there you go. I have very thin hair, but it's up. It's up with a paintbrush. There. There's my paintbrush. Yeah, I always used to do that when I was in like middle school / high school. I usually just use a clip now because it's much easier, and I use my paintbrushes. Put a second one in. Which direction is that one? There you go. Dueling brushes in my hair. I feel like it's a... You can't really see it because of the way that I have to sit at my desk, but it's in there. Hey, Cranston. I have a player doing an investigator barn owl for a Humblewood game I'm running, so hard to find Owlkin minis for him. Yeah, so Moonlight has a few. There's 2 other ones, as far as I know. There's like a mage. I don't remember what the third one is, but if you look up like Moonlight Minis Owlkin, you can find them pretty easily. So these are the colors that I have for it so far. So it's gonna be a barn owl, right? So these 2 colors are like the main colors with some highlights here. Actually, I'll look at the browser really quick. So that's what a barn owl looks like. So it's mostly gonna be white, and then it's gonna have like that light brown color. So I'm using stained ivory, and for the dark brown, I'm using harvest brown. And for the, it's not like actually gray. It's kind of like a purple gray. It's like a very cool gray. So there's a color called Mistwood that I'm going to use for that. And then just black and white for the little bits. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to try to do at least. The only thing that I do not like about this model is, this is going to sound super awkward, so I apologize in advance, but the entire mini is an owl, right? Like, it's got feathers all over her arms, her face, her, like, even her feet are obviously bird. The cleavage has no feathers. There's no feathers on the cleavage, which is very weird. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint it a color. So like whatever color I decide to do the pants, I'm gonna do the cleavage, because it's not feathers for some reason. And I refuse to give this owl human boobs, because it's weird. So I'm not going to do that. So she's going to get a shirt, an undershirt. But I'm trying to think right now. So I'm going to get a brush out for starting the face. Yeah, the owl hooters. It's so weird. Like, I'm not into that. I'm not into that. All right, so I think we're gonna undercoat, and the beak is like, it's like actually pink. Let me look at other barn owl photos. Oh, the beaks are honestly... Oh my god, this is so cute. Why is it so small? Whatever, look at that one. So cute. I think their beaks are like a light pink color. Yeah, like look at that. They are kind of like a pinkish brown. Okay. This mini has so much detail in it. It's insane. All right, let me shake these paints up. I'm gonna have to get a pink color because I don't have one in my tray right here. Okay. Let me grab one really quick. This one looks perfect, actually. It's more of a peachy pink. What is this? Teldan pink. Is anybody here gonna be at ReaperCon that I haven't already talked to about it? Alright, this is like gonna be the most minuscule used color, but we're gonna use it, so. Alright. Let's get some paint on this mini, shall we? Your Vertex sounds like my AC kicking in. Yeah, that's funny. If that's what your AC sounds like. I don't think your AC is supposed to sound like that. My AC is getting a tune-up tomorrow. Hey, Russian Blue. I'm trying to scoot in closer here. I feel like I'm too high. Okay. That's better. I'm not going to ReaperCon this year. My wife's still recovering, not up for that big of a trip. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I hope that your wife feels better soon. I feel like I put so much stress on myself. All I've been able to think about the last like couple weeks is getting something painted for ReaperCon, but I haven't been able to like force myself to sit down and actually paint. And I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this to myself? It's like nobody else is stressing me out. It's me doing it to myself. And I haven't made like a bunch of plans while I'm there because I'm like, how much time am I gonna need while I'm there to like finish painting stuff? I do have the diorama, which I need to like fully finish actually. I need to get the finishing touches on it. I have way too many me's. I want to enter into painting competitions. Yeah, I think I'll be fine like once I physically get there. But I stress myself out way too much. You were right there all alone. I put so much stress on myself. And I feel like I should also try to get some of the other crochet stuff done as well. Like I should crochet more of the little goblins and stuff. Just in case people see that stuff and want one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I put way too much stress on myself for literally everything I do, and I think that's why I've had trouble actually like sitting down and streaming because I put so much stress on myself about it. This is so crazy. The way her hands are. Itchy, itchy, itchy. I gotta like pack and everything still too. Part of the reason why I took off Tuesday. Because I was like, I don't want to have to think about stuff too much. But I'm gonna do it all on Tuesday. So I'm gonna take the whole day Tuesday off of work. So I can just get it all done then. And not have to worry. Because I have a full day to do everything I need to do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You can already kind of see her face. That's cool. That's good. The eyes are gonna stay black. We'll just put some white shine on them. And then we're gonna do the outsides of the eyes with the Harvest Brown. Like this guy. Eyeliner. Gonna do eyeliner on him. Oh my goodness. This paint is dirty. I've decided this year I'm only gonna buy minis, more minis, if I'm like, I will 100% paint this, because I got my bones. Oh my gosh, that was not enough. I got my Bones 6 stuff, and I looked through it on Wednesday, because that's the day I got it, and I was like, I don't think I want to paint anything on here. Yours hasn't shipped yet? I'm surprised. I got mine on Wednesday. I was thinking about, like, going through it, like, on stream and showing stuff off, but I don't know. I looked through it and I was just kind of like, man, like, I don't really... Nothing is, like, calling to me, you know? I had to look through all of my minis, and then I found these ones, and then I found this one. And I was like, this one looks really cool, and I really liked this one too. So, like, out of all of them, I was like, these ones seem like the best option for me. So that is what I'm going to do going forward, is the only minis that I'm going to purchase are ones that, like, actually call out to me and that I really, really, like, feel like I would want to paint. I feel like that's a good idea, seeing as the entire shelf behind me here, that's all miniatures that are unpainted. It's full. It's completely full. And my Bone 6 stuff is sitting on the floor next to me over here because there's not enough space. Because I have so many. Not the Great Pile of Shame. Yeah, it's getting to be a little excessive. It was already kind of excessive. It's even more excessive now, though. At least it's organized, though. You know, it's an organized pile of shame. Half the battle, yeah. The only thing is like, I have this box right here next to me, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hold on, let me turn on the dog cam again. Pup cam. What do I do with all these? It's full. It's completely full. All these boxes are full. There's no space up there for it. I also have one. I also have this. Those are all minis right there too. These white boxes. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Everything will be fine. I just need to paint them and then sell them, and then, you know, I will have less in my pile of shame. James was saying that I need a reason to paint again to like really get back into it, because the reason I started painting was because I wanted really cool immersive miniatures on the table as my friends and I were playing D&D, and then I moved and my D&D group turned into an online group, so we didn't need minis in person anymore, but I still liked painting, so I still continued to paint. And I think I kind of, you know, fell out of love with it a little bit. But I still enjoy it. It's just like I don't have a purpose for the minis anymore. I need to bring the purpose for the minis back outside of just my enjoyment of painting them. Sorry, I'm mixing my Nightmare Black over here. This is one of those minis that are one of those paints that I haven't used in a long time, so it needs a good amount of vortexing. It's a very dark blue-black. Okay. Because Barn Owl's eyes are just black. They're just straight black. So... just going to make sure they stay black, and then we're going to put a little bit of white dot reflection on them. Where's the white? This needs to be mixed as well. I've got my apple Snapple. This is my favorite. Snapple apple. So good. It's like drinking an apple. Delicious. Okay. Tiny dot reflection. Kind of want to do two. I keep like moving the mini on the base. Can you see that? We love our little tasty drinks. It's true. Hi, Cam. This is the best little tasty drink, though. The zero sugar Snapple apple. It's so delicious. Okay. Hi. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm chilling. I'm trying to get something painted for ReaperCon. We'll see if I actually finish before. I don't think I will, but we'll try to finish it while I'm there in person. I need to make that one bigger. Oh, too big. That's the only problem when you're doing this is like trying to get the two tiny little pieces of paint the exact same size on each side is so hard to do. I feel like this one is even too low. I need to put it up slightly. The best is all it can be, exactly. It's true. Okay, gotta let that dry. And then we'll get the dot on there again. It's pretty much dry actually already. My hand is so shaky. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let me make this one a little bit bigger on this side. It's not coming off. The paint's not coming off. That's the only problem when you're trying to put on a tiny amount of paint is the paint will dry if you're not fast enough. There we go. Perfect. Okay. It's not getting any better than that. That's perfect. Okay. Hi, Fooker. How you doing on this? Actually, it's a very beautiful Sunday here today. Today has been a very beautiful day. Doing well. I'm doing pretty good. James and I went to get lunch, but it'll probably also be my dinner because I'm still ridiculously full, and that was like 4 hours ago. But we went to get food at a seafood place called Duke's, and there was a classic car show happening at the like. I don't want to call it the city center, but it's like just a plaza with a bunch of shops and stuff. There was a classic car show, and so we went and looked at some classic cars and then went and got lunch. And I'm stuffed. I had stuffed jumbo prawns. They were freaking delicious. I love seafood. Okay, getting this peachy pink out for this owl's beak. I just stabbed the dagger with this color. Cute. She's looking cute. I feel like when you paint the face, it's always like paint the face first because that's the most important part, and if the face is looking good, the rest of it will come together. Always. Foxtrot, hello. Hello, hello. How are you? I know it's very like tan right now, but that's going to turn it's going to turn a lot more white when I start getting the layers of white on there. Yeah, I will. Oh, you mean like multiple colors? I was gonna do it purple probably because gotta do purple and teal. Um, I was thinking of doing the cape purple and then the weird boob pocket teal because this is absolutely not going to have boobs. I'm not painting boobs on an owl. So it's going to be a shirt underneath there. It's going to be teal, and then the pants teal. So it's going to be like kind of a bodysuit, and then all of the like straps and stuff I'm going to paint like leather. Um, and then these things on the legs will be leather too. I don't know how easily you can see what I'm looking at. Um, but that was the thought to do a bunch of leather and then teal and purple because teal and purple are the colors always. Yeah, I can't justify having feathers on an owl over the rest of the entire body except for the cleavage. Is so weird. Yes, the Hooters joke. Been a while. I don't know if you remember it. I do remember you. Yeah, I remember you, of course. And yes, it's been a while because I have been not streaming a lot and not really super active online either. I've been stressed. I was thinking going to desaturated worn on the cloak at the bottom. Yeah, it's definitely like very ripped apart. I'm just gonna try to paint it to the best of my ability with the very small amount of time that I have to get it done for ReaperCon. So I don't know what that means in terms of how much detail I can do, but we're gonna do our best. Boy, I haven't been on Twitch in a while. Or painting. I'm starting to slowly get back into it. Sorry, I've been stressed. Yeah, my whole last like full year was kind of a mess in terms of my stress levels, but thankfully, you know, things are a little bit more chill from the work side. And my pup, even though he was diagnosed with cancer, he's doing much, much, much better than he was even just a few months ago. So that stress is starting to also, you know, like chill. But yeah. You can do anything you set mind to. Yes, I know I can, give it enough time. It's the time part that I'm worried about. Because we don't got a lot of time. ReaperCon is in like 3 days. So. And this isn't the only thing I want to paint either. I want to paint another thing, but like we're gonna just figure it out. Yeah, 3 days. Yeah, literally I leave on Wednesday. So I'm running out of time. Yeah, August. Where did that, not even just August, where did the year go, you know? Oh my gosh, she's falling off. Can we stay on the thing here? There's like there's a fleck on the beak and I can see it and it's bothering me. And I know I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna scrape it off with an X-Acto knife. That too, it was just April a week ago, exactly. I ran games at 4 conventions in 5 months. That's where my year went. I'm so envious of you, Cranston. That sounds so much fun. Okay. I could like see the little speck on there. Okay, hopefully we can cover that with just a glob of paint here. I know that probably wasn't even being picked up on the camera, but I could see it. If I could see it with my eyes, that means a camera would absolutely be able to see it. All right. This is the part that's going to be difficult because we're going to have to do a ton of little white lines to get this owl the proper color. So many tiny lines. Eat Jeep Nate, hello! I am well. I hope you are also well. Yes, long time no see. Exactly. So many folks are coming back in today. What's going on? How you been? Okay, we're doing okay so far. We're doing okay so far. In that outfit, she should be saying, "Hey, my plumage is up here, buddy." Oh my gosh, right? Yeah. That's great. This is gonna be so hard to do. What's this? Oh my gosh, that that name, is it supposed to be nasty? Nasty too nasty? Thank you for the follow. Even if I butchered your name. Okay, let's. Basically, with like working for the postal service the last few years, haven't been painting in a few years. Yeah, yeah. Life definitely likes to get in the way of having fun. I get that for sure. The postal service will. Yeah. Are you a mail carrier or like what part of the postal service are you working in? I'm not going to PAX, so um, PAX and ReaperCon happen to be on the exact same days every year, and I attend ReaperCon every year. So even though I live in the Seattle area, I never go to PAX because I always fly to Texas for ReaperCon. So yeah, it's unfortunate. You're a mailman. Oh, in Olympia. Oh, really? Nice. I feel like there's only like a couple months out of the year where you're not either freezing or sweating your butt off if you're in Olympia. That's right. I remember you doing stuff with Reaper. Yeah. Yeah, I I'm not like sponsored by them anymore. They don't do like sponsorship programs or anything anymore. But I still really like going to the convention. Um a lot of people that I only ever get to see once a year are there. Um, and I also like to participate in the painting competition, which is what I'm trying to paint this for, but we'll see if I'll get it done because I leave on Wednesday. So I don't have a terribly large amount of time to get things painted for it because I haven't been painting as much as I would like. Yeah, they stopped like the partner program thing a while ago. They just ran out of time, not time. They had to downsize a lot. And a lot of people that used to be working at Reaper left. Um, so I think they had to like rein it in and bring more focus onto the more core stuff. And so the sponsorship program was, honestly, it was kind of, not really the most important thing on their plate anyway, which is totally fine. Like I wasn't buying minis and stuff just because they were sponsoring me. I love Reaper either way. But yeah, they stopped the sponsorship program a while back. But I think, when what was he, their CEO passed away, they had to make a lot of changes. Because when one of the founders of the company passes, it's like he was probably doing way more than anybody ever thought he was. Okay. That's looking good. So this is the art that I'm looking at, by the way, in case anybody's curious. That's the barn owl face that I'm using as a reference. Too many people demanding their attention and not enough people. Yeah, for sure. Which I've been in that position at companies multiple times, and it's not a good one. You burn out really, really easy. Okay. Hopefully they can get through. Yeah. I mean, I think they're doing okay. Um, One cool thing is that they've started trying to partner with Michaels, the craft store, which, if you weren't aware, I really like those craft stores. That's why my room is got so much crap in it. Um, but they started selling miniatures at Michaels around the country. Um, so they're not going under Reaper Miniatures. They're going under the name Hobby Q, and it's like blue packaging, I think, instead of the normal Reaper packaging. It says like Hobby Q on it. Um, so you know, if I go to a Michaels and I see stuff, I'll probably pick a couple things up, even if I don't plan on, um, actively painting the stuff. And the only reason I say that is because I want them to succeed and get partnered and have their stuff in more hobby stores. I do think it's pretty cool that D&D has gotten like more and more popularized over the years to even have a store like Michael's consider carrying their product. So, craft stores are so dangerous. The rebranding is odd. Yeah, it's because when you think of craft stores, you probably still think of, little old ladies. And I feel like the average little old lady that goes to a craft store probably isn't going to look at miniatures with the name Reaper with the like skull and bones and be like, oh, this is appropriate. But if they see Hobby Q and it's like light blue packaging and they're like, oh, this little like beetle is cute, you know? So they're trying to market for their audience, which I totally understand. Yeah, definitely too edgy. Ages ago, they sold their dinosaur minis under the Hobby Q brand in museum stores. Oh, that's cool. I saw someone post on Facebook. They found like a wall of Hobby Q minis, which were Reaper minis. Like I recognized a few of them in a Michaels. I think they were potentially in Canada. I'm not actually sure where they were located, but they should tell us. Reaper should tell us what Michaels is carrying this stuff so that we could go and like buy one or two, you know? I keep like burping from lunch. My body is so messed up. I eat and I don't like feel the results of it until like 5 to 6 hours later. It's the most annoying thing ever. So annoying. Well, now I'm gonna have to keep an eye out. Yeah, same. I doubt that they're selling them at my local Michaels. The Michaels that's kind of close-ish to me. It's not terribly close, but the closest Michaels to me is on the smaller side. So I don't know if they would use this store to pilot. But maybe, honestly, we have like at least two like board game stores in my local vicinity. So I feel like they could get away with it here. Oh my gosh, that's so blue. I need to get my pure black. This black is cool, but I got 3 in mine. One is right down the way. I've got 3 and one is right down the way for Michael's. Oh, really? Nice. Yes, links are open. Okay. It's funny how that looks blue. This is a black. Ooh, nice. The lines on this are so good. Your first attempt at comic style? I like it. I like how you did like the red on the inside. That's nice. Looks good. Oh, my head is blocking the way. I don't know how to set it up to make a sound anymore. When I lost all my commands, I lost that command. She's so cute. This mini's so cute. The black lining drove me. Yeah, I feel like lining is so important, but it takes so much, like, steadiness. You have to really try to not mess it up. That's why I picked the hardest possible mini to paint before ReaperCon, with all these tiny little lines that I have to make. Yeah, she's gonna have like a teal bodysuit with a purple cape. Okay, hold on. Which one to go with this one? You know, it's not the same as it was. I feel like as a rogue, she probably wouldn't be wearing such bright colors. But at the same time, it's fantasy, so like, what are you gonna do, you know? Alright. My normal methodology is not to do the black lining on my minis. I learned how to paint before that became a thing, so I just make sure to keep my minis clean and tidy. Yeah, for sure. That was actually when I submitted my first minis to ReaperCon. They actually told me the reason why they were like on the fence about the grade was because my black lining was so well done. Or not black lining, but dark lining. They were like, improve all your other skills and keep dark lining. And I was like, okay, you got it. So that's why I've always done it pretty much since I started. I was like, well, if somebody's gonna give me a compliment on it, I'm gonna keep doing that thing. I don't even think I had purposely, like, tried to dark line. I think it just so happened that, because I prime everything black, right? Like, I prime everything pretty much black. I try to keep that black between stuff as I'm painting it. Like, you see me painting right now. I'm trying to be careful and not touch the edges of stuff so that I don't have to go back in and dark line in between the two materials. It'll just do it for me. If I post in my Insta, you'll see what I mean. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, I see. Yeah. You like to paint lots of, like, robots. Robots. Oh, there's orcs. I don't know the names of most of these. Oh my gosh. The Pokemon! The Pokemon! That is the derpiest looking squirrel I've ever seen. The squirtles, uh, that model is really funny. Yeah. Ooh, that I like that. That's cool. I like the base too. Oh my gosh, there's like rats in the. There's like rats inside the goo. You paint what you like, yeah. Wait, what's this guy? Kaijumon? I don't know what this Pokemon. I don't know what it is. It looks familiar though. I call mine Devil Dino. Tyrantrum. I don't actually think I've seen that one. I am not overly familiar with anything past like Gen 5, Gen 4. Tyrant, gotcha. The only reason I'm familiar with some Pokemon past like the earlier generations is because of Pokemon Go. I'm pretty bad at keeping up with Pokemon nowadays. See, I already messed that up right there. Look, I'm gonna have to go back in. This paint is quite thick. Surprisingly. Surprisingly so. My siren song is thick. I keep forgetting to breathe. Don't forget to breathe when you're painting, folks. I got 11 minis done. I was like, holy cow. All the motivation I had is kind of running empty. That's a lot of minis. I haven't painted 11 minis in like the last year. Crazy. I haven't painted anything since the week before Gen Con. Okay. Jeez, that's so many minis. I can't even. Like, the most recent one I painted is probably the crab. The crab. From my Primal The Awakening Kickstarter. Alright, this one we're gonna have to come back in and do some lining because I can't really see. I think this is the pants. Can't tell. I'm gonna guess this is part of the bodysuit, though. So they put an accent over the H now. Wow. Gotta love it. Fun. They're getting smarter for sure. I was like, didn't I block that? I'm at 100 minis for the year. Woo! I did assemble 2 big Lego sets, though. Ooh, what Lego sets, Cranston? I'm at 100 minis for the year. Tabletop quality, not so great, but not terrible. Wow. I mean, still, I've painted like 2 miniatures this year. I have not painted very much so far this year. Which is why I was saying earlier that, like, when I go to ReaperCon this year, I'm only going to be buying stuff that, like, I for sure know that I will paint, because if I'm not, like, 100% certain that I'm going to paint it, I probably will never ever paint it. So I'm not gonna spend money on stuff that I am on the fence about. I got too many minis for that. Gotta budget a little bit more too now that I'm the sole provider for the house. Star Wars The Interceptor and a D&D Castle and Dragon. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cute though. Look at that. Look at the little beholder. That's cute. And the giant dragon. Wow. That's cool. And an owl bear. Oh my god, are those little mushroom people? Is that a displacer beast? They put in a lot of like really cool stuff into this. Wow, this is really cute. I was like, where's the mimic? There's the mimic. That's awesome. That's so freaking cute. I love it. Yeah, I've got quite the backlog as well. I got my box of Reaper stuff behind me, but Cora just went and laid down there too. She's like, why is this giant box here? Yeah, we're making this part of the bodysuit. I'm honestly kind of curious if Christine left the cleavage smooth without feathers on purpose. Because the feathers are everywhere except for this one spot. This is the only spot that looks smooth. Oh my god. Freaking bots, go away. Jeez Louise. A good chunk of my backlog is the 58 warbands of Warhammer Underworld, so I have 14 done. Oh my gosh. 58 warbands. Whew. That's a lot. That's crazy. Yeah, I keep looking through my Bone 6 stuff, which you can see in the dog cam there. And I'm like, what do I even paint? Ranging from 3 to 7 minutes a warband. Woo! So that's even more. That's a lot. I'm aiming to get 24 warbands done this year. My goodness. Well, honestly, like, props to you. I feel like the more you paint, the faster you can paint. Like, the better you get at being able to be speedy because it's just like muscle memory. Which is why I'm so slow. Which is why I'm so slow because I don't paint enough. You're at halfway. I am I am I'm very proud, but I'm very jealous at the same time. Let me get my purples. Purple. Sticks purple. I haven't used sticks purple in so long. I could have been 17 to 18, but I got in on a kick with Battletech and I wanted that Ultron off my desk. I feel that. When you're just like, man, I need to paint this thing. The Ultron was half done in May, but then I put it down for something else and didn't pick up again until about Thursday or Friday. Oh, gotcha. Let's get this base coat down. Trying to kind of just get the base coats down first, and then I'll go in and do the highlights. I'm just trying to get an idea of what it's going to look like before I get too detailed. I always have to do the face first, though. The face has to be painted. All of my minis are off my desk besides the 3. Nice. I keep starting minis and then not finishing them. And then starting other minis. I feel like my brain is, as I get older, I want to do something and then I start doing it. And then the second I run into like any friction, or I get confused at all, or I need to make a decision and I don't know what I want to do, or anything, any sort of friction in any way, my brain's like, you don't want to do that anymore. You're going to do something else now. And it's really annoying because it means I don't finish stuff. It means I start stuff and I don't finish it. There's a piece of hair or fur right there. Did I get it? I think I got it. I keep all my half-done minis all around me like a warm blanket so I never feel like I have nothing to do. I have so much to do at all times. I have too many hobbies is what it is. Because I have miniature painting, I have crochet, I have reading, I have my diamond painting, my giant diamond painting. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of hobbies to have. So, you know, we're trying to stick to a few hobbies. It's just hard because I want to do everything. Like, I used to make little stuff out of clay. Like, I used to make little figures out of clay, and I still have all my clay, and I still have all the materials to do that. And sometimes I'm just like, man, I really want to make a little Pop-Tart out of clay. Or, like, I don't know, something. A little cute little figure. And then, you know, I used to do fuse beads, perler beads, if you folks know what those are. I used to do those too. I don't have them anymore. I sold them to a friend of mine many years ago. But sometimes I see the creations that people make and I'm like, oh, I should get back into that. And then I'm like, no, I shouldn't. And even embroidery, like hand-stitched embroidery, I'm like, that's such a cute thing. Like, the people make the cutest little things. Like, I saw someone who had taken a sweater and around the neckline of the sweater, she just hand-embroidered some cute little bees. And I'm like, that's the cutest thing ever. Like, I could easily do that. Like, I could do it. Should I take on another freaking hobby? No, I shouldn't, but I want to. A couple days ago, I thought up a crochet project. What was it? Painting is my main hobby besides reading, but I read when I'm on lunch break at work. Yeah. See, what I need to do is I need to stay off social media because I just keep seeing these things on social media and I'm like, this looks like so much fun. And I'm like, no, Holly, no. You have enough hobbies. Don't get another hobby. Like, someone was making freaking potion bottles, and I was like, I could do that. That looks like it's so much fun and so cute. I want to make potion bottles. And I, like, seriously considered it for a little while, and I was like, no, I can't. I cannot justify buying a bunch of stuff for another hobby. Or like making earrings. It's like, girl, just stop it. Go do the hobbies that you already have all the materials for. I think I just like collecting hobby stuff to do hobbies whenever I want to do a hobby. My hobby is collecting hobbies. That's valid, right? Having a hobby that's collecting other hobbies is a valid hobby. Somebody validate me, please. Doom scrolling on social media is dangerous. Yes, it is. You just find like so many creative people out there. Doom scrolling. A Battletech Mech Warrior cooling vest. Oh. Like you would want to crochet that? That's funny. I'm like thinking about how you could do that. I mean, when my microwave died last week, my first thought was to turn it into my little library, which is now halfway not too different from chainmail. Yeah. Ow. I kick a box. I'm trying to be careful around the head here. I don't want to get any paint on the feathers. I think I did a little bit right there, but it's not terrible. Still so weird that there's a boob window on an owl. Boob window. I have the Warhammer Underlords, Warbands, Creature Caster, Battletech Infinity, Arena Rex, GW board games, Relic Blade 3D, Prince of the Wazoo, AS Warcry, Monster Hunter figures I want to put on bases, Hordes, Circle of Ouroboros, Shot the Kings, Malifaux, Marvel, Crisis Protocol. And that's my backlog. Yeah, I have the Monster Hunter right there. I have one finished. I started another, but I have one finished. But I did Monster Hunter, and then the other one, the knockoff Monster Hunter, the Primal the Awakening board game. Yeah. Insanity. I have a ton of Bones 4, Reaper Bones 4, all of Bones 5, and, from the blind box, gotcha. I don't even know what the blind box is. All painted. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so it's like pre-painted blind box, like the WizKids things. Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. Better than them because it's Capcom. Yeah. Yeah, the WizKids ones are not terribly great. I went through an obsession with those for a very short period of time. And now they're all sitting in a box to get rid of because I don't really like them very much. It's one of those things, again, where I was like, I want to have some cool minis on the table. So then I just bought a bunch of those WizKid blind boxes. And I was like, I'll have these in case there's something that we need that I haven't painted yet, you know. Never used them though. Lego D&D figure blind boxes come out in a week. Nice. I never picked up any of the Dungeons and Dragons stamps from the post office. They probably still have them. But I did want to go get some, and I completely forgot about it. Not mine from eBay ones. Ah. Yeah, you didn't either. Yeah, I meant to, and then I never did. I could probably order them on the website. Bunch of Gundam kits that make a mini Gundam that's about 2 inches tall. Oh my gosh, that is a mini Gundam. My husband likes to put Gundams together. It's blank tan plastic, so you paint it yourself. Oh, neat! That's pretty cool. Ooh. Staring at this mini is making me dizzy. I think that looks okay with the bodysuit. Because I feel like it would look super unrealistic for her to have cleavage. I just don't feel like it would look good. Oh my gosh. That's cool. This is one of those kits. Yeah, that's actually a lot more detailed than I thought it would be. Neat. Excuse me. Mm. Don't you know? Gundam Artifact is the name. If you buy a full box, one comes as a clear plastic, so when it put together... Oh, that actually probably would be pretty neat. A clear plastic Gundam. In front of you, can't you see? Alright, I think I'll get the base colors on here. And then we'll call it a night. Because we got a pretty decent amount done, to be honest. It'll just be highlighting everything up. That'll take the most time. That's where I spend a vast majority of my time, is getting all the highlights. And I think her face is cute. Her face is cute. Her face is cute. They don't come with a base or anything. Oh yeah, don't the normal Gundam also not come with a base? I remember he had to go and buy some stands for them. And they were surprisingly expensive. Okay. The stands you have to put together too. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. All right. We haven't even been streaming for 2 hours yet, but my back kind of hurts sitting like the way I've been sitting this whole time. So I think we do have all the base colors except for the daggers, but we're gonna figure that part out later because it's got like runes in them. So we're gonna figure that part out later. But I think I've got the base color down in terms of what I want her to look like. Her body looks a little funky right now, like the feathers, but she's gonna be a barn owl, so it's gonna be more like this anyway. So there's gonna be a lot more, various colors throughout the wings there. Don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do because she's tiny. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make her look kind of neat. So we'll see how that goes. But I think I'm gonna stop there for now. And we'll be back again before ReaperCon, because I have to get these painted before ReaperCon. So, watching Andy Feathers makes you tired? Yeah. I took a Feathers class last year. I'll take these brushes out of my hair. I took a Feathers class last year, and it was really useful, but I'm actually not really using any of the skills that I learned in that class because these feathers aren't really big enough. So What's this? Sir Monticus, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I was like, why are there emotes just randomly going along the top there? But yes, thank you everyone for hanging out. Appreciate every single one of you. I'll be back probably maybe tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow after work. And then I'll be on at some point on Tuesday. I need to pack and I need to make sure I have everything that I need. And then I'm going to try to get these two guys painted as much as I can before ReaperCon. But my doggies, it's about time for their dinner. So I'm going to go feed them and do some other stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. But let's see who is streaming that we can raid. Let's raid into Dr. Faust. Let's read into Dr. Faust. Sounds good to me. All right. Well, again, thank you all for hanging out and for watching me paint this little owl gal. She's pretty cute. We'll be back probably tomorrow or the next day. So, again, I hope everyone's staying happy and healthy, and we will see you next time. Bye!